Dun it. Dun it, dun it, dun it, dun it. Dun it. Dun it. Dun it, dun it, dun it, dun it. Dun it. Dun it. Dun it, dun it, dun it, dun it. Dun it. Hey guys, so the other day, one of my aunts posted on Facebook asking a question whether she should get her baby a PS4 or an Xbox One. And I've been thinking a lot about it. And I don't think she should get him either one of those. I think, personally, she should get him an Xbox 360. And that is what today's video is going to be about. Xbox 360 all the way. So I am team Xbox 360 because I own one. I have a couple other reasons why I love Xbox 360, but my main reason is that was part of my childhood. I have a little collection here that I've gathered up. I got my controllers. The model I have specifically is the Slim, which is the one that came out in 2010. And so one of the first reasons why I recommended this to my aunt is because an Xbox 360 is about one generation behind the newer consoles, the Xbox One and the PS4. The Xbox 360, since it's one generation behind, or probably a couple generations behind, they're really cheap. Like, I bought this one from somebody off Facebook Marketplace for about $50, and it came with 5 games. It's really easy to use. They got the USB ports right here, so you can charge your controllers or hook things up straight to the actual console. Really easy to use. You can turn it on that way, or you can press this middle button right here in the center of the control. Now, the Xbox 360 did compete with other consoles like the PS3 and the Wii, but I'll always have a soft spot for the 360. Primarily because the graphics are really nice and the games are really cheap. They had little characters like this that you can design, kind of like the Wii U, and it's kind of cool how you can just give it a name and give it clothes and give it a personality. So here's the interface screen, which is really easy to use. It's pretty clear. You can use the internet. Since I keep mentioning the Slim design, I believe the Slim design had like an upgrade. The original Xbox 360 that first came out, you had to get a wireless adapter for it, so you could hook up to Wi-Fi. The Slim, you don't have that problem. There's a lot of problems that were with the original Xbox 360, like the red ring of death, overheating problems, stuff like that the Slim and later models eventually phased out. But here you can see, you can use Bing, you can look things up. Really, really simple. Like here, I'm gonna look something up right now, just to show y'all. Now, the reason why I bring up how easy it is to use is because my aunt, her baby, he's only like 6, I think, 5 or 6. And although I've seen some 5-year-olds work an iPhone way better than I could, young kids who are just starting out on electronics, I think they should go for something simple. And the Xbox 360 is pretty simple. You can pin apps to your boards. You can add friends easily. You can have little friend parties. You can keep up with your achievements and look at your points. You can also use it as just a DVD player. You know, Netflix, Hulu. For those of y'all who are anime fans, they got the Crunchyroll. They got Amazon, UFC, WWE. They got a little bit of everything. And most of the apps that are on here are easy to use. The amount of space you have on the system is pretty nice. I believe the Slim has about 250 gigabytes of space. As you can see down there, I have just about almost 20 games. But look at how much space I have. And I've put all of those games on this Xbox. I still got quite a bit, 182 gigabytes of free space. And I also have other apps on here like Netflix and Hulu. The console itself is really cheap. Like I said, I got mine from a guy on Facebook Marketplace for about $50. And I got 5 games with it, and a controller, and the cords. You can go somewhere like GameStop, get one for about $75. There's a lot of people that have them. Just again, remember, get one of the newer models. Avoid the older ones. Let's see. A lot of the apps that I like to use are pretty easy to use on here. You'll see the app pop up. You can pin it, you can rate it, you can hit play now. The graphics are okay. So I'm loading up Hulu just to show. So you can watch TV on this. And you can stick physical DVDs into it as well. Every now and then it might take a moment for something to load, but the graphics are pretty nice. Hey guys, so for this portion of the video, I'm going to be talking about the real reason why I love Xbox 360, and that is because of its games. I already have a game loaded up, so that way you can just see some gameplay. And the game that I have loaded up is Wolf Among Us, which is it's the story of these fables who move to like upstate New York or something like that, and the big bad wolf, who's the sheriff, tries to make sure that the fables aren't discovered. And what I really love about the game is the comic book style of it. I've never really seen it before, and the fact that you can literally, throughout the game, you have to make decisions, and those decisions can later impact how the other characters in the game see you, and it can ultimately affect the ending of the game. Telltale is known for doing this in a couple of their games. But it's the fact that there's cool games like this that exist that just really intrigue me. I'm not a hardcore gamer, but the reason why I really go hardcore for Xbox 360 is because their games are really cheap. You can find something like this for $7 or $8. And if you like it, great. If you don't like it, it's not the end of the world. Because they're so cheap, you can buy like a crap ton of them and never run out of options. So for me, that's like the big thing. I'm trying to make sure I don't mess up my original save file, yo. But, it's really nice. Now, I bring up this point primarily because my aunt's, her baby, he's like 5 or 6. He may not know if he's really into gaming or not, but if she only dropped about, 85 to 90 bucks on a console that can be used for multiple different things and on 5 or 6 different kinds of games, he's going to have so many more options. Because for that same $90 that she spends to set up all of this, because keep in mind my Xbox cost me about 50 bucks. It already came with 5 games, and all of my games have been under $10. And I have like 20 games. So for basically about $110 in total, because I've been buying games, I have so much diversity and so many options. And he could get the same thing. If she dropped money on a PS4 or Xbox One, she's gonna drop she'd have to drop at least $200. And in the process of dropping that $200, that's just to get the console, and she's gonna have to pay extra for an extra controller. She's gonna have to pay extra for games that cost at least $20. And if he gets a game that costs 30 bucks and he finds out he doesn't really like it, she might be upset with that. If it turns out he's not a hardcore gamer and she spent money on 5 or 6 different games that all cost about $10, $20, $30 a piece, that's a lot of money blown through. But the other thing to remember is that with the Xbox 360, the hardware space on it, I told y'all it's about 250 gigabytes for the one that I have. Well, the big thing with that is Xbox 360 games are really, really freaking small. So you can have like 100 games on one console. But with the Xbox One and the PS4, those games have such high graphics and so much coding involved in them that one game takes up like 30 gigabytes. And I'm not a big techie person, but I've had at least 2 exes who've had PS4s. And I had to watch one of them buy extra, like a whole extra, like hard drive space just so he could have more than like 5 games. And that extra hard drive space that he had to get, the storage capacity, he had to drop like 60, 70 bucks on it. So that's another reason why I say she should go with Xbox 360. If it turns out he's not a big gamer, she didn't blow too much money, and she can easily sell it too. But most importantly, he gets more diversity and options in games. He gets more games. It's like a win-win. So my favorite thing's the games. I can have a crap ton of them. I can afford it. It's cheap. The controller is comfy. That's the main reason why I'll always be Xbox 360. The Xbox One has potential, but, and I'm not saying Xbox One isn't good or PS4 isn't good. I'm just saying an affordable option would be 360 or even a PS3. So to summarize my video, the main points why anyone should get an Xbox 360 is because you have more space for more games. The games are really affordable, so you can have more games. The interface is really easy to use. You can use it as a DVD player. It hooks up to the TV and internet really easy. The newer model, not the original, the newer model 360s don't have as nearly as many hardware issues as the original ones did. And lastly, the slim design also allows for like easy carrying. So if you want to take it somewhere, you can pack this baby up, put it in like a little backpack and take it with you anywhere. Okay, I'm sorry if any of this Wolf Among Us is a little just touch graphic. There is a little bit of cussing and a little bit of blood, but still recommend this game. Just maybe not for anyone who's under the age of 13. As you can see, you can just pick like different choices. But so yeah, you guys should get an Xbox 360 if you're broke, can't afford anything. Oh, I hate these quick time events. But tell me what y'all think in the comments. Oh, snap. And if y'all have any better suggestions, oh Lord, I suck at these. Feel free to let me know. Like, comment, subscribe. Suggestions. Duly appreciated. And I hope y'all have a wonderful day.